Hey guys, so as I said, I have amazing news to share with you, and I really can't wait any longer. I've been waiting to spit it out for a week and a half, maybe two already. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna take the train to the airport and I'm gonna fly over to Melbourne, Australia to meet and spend 3 days with the amazing, cool, genius Ed Dale. And I'm so excited about it. Seriously, I'm half overwhelmed and half completely psyched about it. And yeah, that's the big news. It's gonna be so cool. I'm gonna meet up with Ed and his Platinum Group, which are a tight group of seriously great entrepreneurs, go-getters, and it's gonna be so much fun to meet up with them. And I'm definitely gonna enjoy it. I'm definitely gonna be updating during the time, assuming I'll have good internet connection. I'm gonna be updating. But the thing is, I want to share also how it happened, because this is the lesson that I think I'd like to show how I did it, so you can do it too. Maybe not with Ed, but whatever you want to achieve. So it all started 2 months ago. I was working on my digital magazine, Inspiring Innovation Magazine, and the whole idea of the magazine is sharing the best lessons, interviews, tips, tricks with the most successful world entrepreneurs, internet marketers, e-commerce people, accessory manufacturers, just to get the best minds to share their success stories and their lessons and their tips with the readers. But the problem with doing such a magazine, that you need to actually be able to contact these people. So I had the idea of the magazine, but I was a bit, okay, how do I get someone like Pat Flynn to be my cover story for the first issue? And the simple answer would have been, well, email him, right? But I didn't, and I was stalling for a week or two, and I went on a hangout, on a Google Plus hangout of other people doing digital magazines for the iPad. We're all a part of a group of people using Ed Dale's platform, Magcast, to create iPad magazines. And Ed had a guy named Ralph Quintero online who also created a magazine for entrepreneurs, but he was in a much further state than I was. And he was telling his story, and I was just blown away, because it was, I sent Yaru Starak an email and told him about what I'm doing, yada yada yada. After 2 hours, he got a reply from Yaru, and from other great, amazing entrepreneurs. I mean, Ralph really did score some of my top 10 list for his first issue. And I was sitting watching it, and I actually wrote on Twitter to Ralph and said, I'm watching you talk and I'm kicking myself so hard for not taking the step, for not taking action, for not just writing the bloody email. And Ralph replied and he said, well, just do it. What's the worst thing that can happen? Honestly, what's the worst thing that can happen? And so I did. I took action, and I wrote to some of the guys I wanted to have. And guess what? None of them said no. They were all excited about it, actually. And it changed everything, because I realized that so many things that we think we can't do, it's just because we think we can't do it. But honestly, most of the things, nothing is preventing us from doing. So the magazine came out 3 weeks ago. Brilliant success, very cool, and the next issue is coming up, and I'm actually gonna have Ralph as a special guest on the next issue. To thank him for the boost or the kick in the butt that he gave me virtually, but also because Ralph has amazing stuff to share, and it'll be great to talk to him. But anyway, so 3 weeks passed after I launched the magazine, and came an email from Ed Dale, and it was something like this. I have this platinum group we all know about, yada yada yada. I have one free spot for this platinum group. They meet 4 times a year, and he has a, let's call it a wild card, to buy into one of the sessions. And the rules were simple. You have to be able to arrive at Melbourne within a week and a half, and you have to win an auction, a silent auction. You send in your best offer. Either you win or you lose. And actually, I read the email and I thought, that's cool. And then I deleted it. Sorry, Ed. I deleted it. And my life partner Julie woke up a bit later, and she was going through her mailbox, and she said, "Did you see the email from Ed Dale?" I said, "Yeah." So she said, "You know you have to bid for it." I said, "Yeah, but it's in a week and a half. It's buying tickets from Copenhagen to Melbourne, and I don't have a visa. I don't have an effective visa to enter Australia. It's too complicated." And she said, "Cut the bullshit. Decide how much you want to bid for it. Send in your bid, and if you win, then take care of the rest." And again I stalled. And then I remembered the lesson I learned, which is to take action. And one of the things Pat Flynn told me as a great tip, who already is proving itself on the first on the interview we had on the first issue, which you should check out. Completely cool interview. Pat has so much great information to give out willingly, and it's just 30 minutes. It's like being mentored by Pat Flynn, honestly. So Pat said the most important thing is always try to take bold actions. Not only take actions, but take bold actions. And so to me that's what it was, to make that bid for money that I had to do some, some juggling to free up, and to make a bid, not a cheap one, for a trip to the other side of the world within a week and a half, and I don't even have a visa to enter the country. It was very bold to me, but I did it. And the next day, an email from Ed Dale comes up. I won! I was like, oh my God, what have I done? I don't have anything. So of course, first thing first, I went into the Australian Immigration Department website and asked for a visa. As I'm a British citizen, it shouldn't have been a problem. It wasn't a problem. I got approved within 48 hours, and I actually had to buy the tickets before I got the visa, because there were like last 3 places on the flight. So seriously, I was being as bold as I could. I had a payment sent to Ed before I had a visa. I had a payment to the airline before I had a visa. But it all worked out. It all worked out. And that's it. I'm going tomorrow, and I'm going to be sharing during the trip everything on the blog. And also, as it proved itself to be such an important tip to take action, Inspiring Innovation issue number 2 is going to be all about that. All about taking action, about the right attitude, the right mindset. And it's going to be all done from Sydney and Melbourne, Australia. So it's going to be very exciting. And that's it. So these are the news. And that's what taking action has to do with spending 3 days with Ed Dale. So now it's your turn. Now you take action and come back and let me know how it worked out. And I'm making a toast for your success right now, because I know if you'll take action, you'll succeed at least as much as I did, and probably more. Cheers!